Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back, and today you can see I have a Coleman Feather 400, and what I want to show in this video is how to change out the generator and replace it with a new one. Sometimes these generators can be repaired, and then other times they cannot. I've already drained the fuel out of the tank here, so that step's already done. You can see here I have a crescent wrench, but if you'd rather use a box end or open end wrench, you'll need a 7/16. So I'll use that, set that crescent wrench aside, and you'll also need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. So let's go ahead and get started with the open end of the wrench here. I'm gonna just take this off right here. It's a very simple process to change out these generators. Doesn't take long. Very, very easy process. So whether you're using a crescent wrench or a open end, it doesn't really matter. So on the other side, you'll see 2 Phillips screws. So you want to remove those guys. And obviously you can see that I have a brand new generator here. Just in case some of you out there might be wondering what kind of generator to get, this is the one right here. This is a Coleman product. Generator 533 all the way up to the 700s. Okay, and then on the back here, there's a look at the packaging. And if you want to pause the screen to read any of this, feel free to do so. It's a very simple, straightforward process to change out these generators. So there is the UPC code in case you want that. So let me go ahead and keep going. I'm going to go right there and take out that second Phillips screw. So there's 2 screws right there. Very simple process. It's not too hard. That bracket comes off. Okay, from here the generator can pretty much be lifted off. Now right here there is a small hook that has normally got a little wire connected to that little piece inside. Okay, let me bring that a little closer and show you what's going on. This piece right here, when I change this lever, see that right there? Normally there's a little hook in the generator that has a wire in it, and it hooks to that. I'll show you that here again in a second, but I'm going to pull this old generator off, and that's what it looks like. Set that aside, and we will get the new one out of the package here. And you can see there's tons of similarities, just like that. Okay, so the little wire that I'm talking about is this little piece right there. Okay, to install the generator onto the stove, you got to be careful for this pot support not to fall off on you. But you want to put the generator in this hole and then just kind of manipulate it around to get it to something like this. Okay, so you want it to be kind of in position. And then when you get to this side, that little hook needs to go in that little piece. See that right there by my finger there? And then you'll screw the nut down. It's a flared fitting. You'll just screw the nut down over that. Again, come back with your 7/16. Tighten that bad boy up nice and snug. It doesn't have to be gorilla tight or anything like that. Make sure you got plenty of movement in there. Okay, everything looks good there. And then you kind of bend this a little bit to manipulate it. to get it into the right area, just like that. And then from here you take your small bracket and those 2 Phillips screws, put those bad boys in. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. So we'll put that one in. Again, don't over tighten those screws. And now the second one, I had to bend that plate just a tiny bit to get the screw in where it needs to be. And tighten that bad boy up. Just like that. And now that generator is officially installed. That's all it takes. Okay, now that the generator is completely installed, I'm going to fill the stove with white gas. And just in case you're curious what kind of fuel I'm just using Crown Camp fuel. This is white gas. You can also use gasoline in these stoves if you use low octane. But for today, being a brand new generator, I'm just going to use white gas. And these stoves don't hold a lot of fuel, so don't overfill it. And if you're curious about what this material is that I'm using as a filter, this is a coffee filter. So I just use regular coffee filters and they work pretty good. So let me go ahead and fill this bad boy up. Let's take our camp fuel and get it out of the way. At this point, we are going to put our fuel cap on, tighten it down a little bit, spin the stove around, and if the pump cup is dry, you can add a little oil to it at this point. If it's not, well, then we'll just pump it up and see. Feels like it's going to pump up just fine. Okay, from here, we're going to fold these feet out. And we're going to get ready to light this stove, and I'm going to put these feet out so I have a little bit more stability. So we'll slowly open this lever here, just a little bit, and we'll try to get it lit. And what's happening right now is the stove has to go through a priming step. So for those of you who might not understand what priming is, that is the point where the liquid fuel comes up through the valve, through this pipe, this generator, and as it goes through this generator over the heat, it's converting that liquid fuel into the form of gas. So that the gas comes through here as a vapor, and it shoots it into this box, which eventually brings it up into the burner. So this step is the priming step. So the big yellow flames and stuff like that is normal until this stove and this generator gets hot enough to convert that into a gas completely. If you're seeing yellow flames, the generator's not hot enough yet. So you got to be patient right here on this priming step. We're just waiting. And as soon as the stove is completely primed, you'll notice that the yellow flames will completely go away. But we're not quite there yet. Let me kill this overhead light. And I'm also going to turn on a fan so I get some ventilation here. Getting close. Look at these flames right here. They're getting ready to go out. As soon as they go out and we have solid blue flames, this stove will be ready to go. We'll be able to do whatever we need to do. Oh yeah, look at the power on that guy. That's quite a performance. That stove is now fixed. Got a brand new generator on it. Generator's working very well. You can see that it's converting the liquid to a gas, and wow, look at the flame control. That thing is absolutely fabulous. Very nice stove there. This thing performs really well. That's what it looks like on full tilt. And it was really easy to change out that generator. It didn't take long at all. I usually try to keep an extra on hand because it's a cheap fix for a lot of these stoves. The 533 uses this generator, this 400 Feather uses it, and a few other of these stoves. Look at how red hot that burner is getting. That's just fabulous. Let's take a look at the flame control again. Oh yeah, all the way down to a simmer. So this stove is back in action. I'm so happy. I hope you guys appreciate this video. I hope you learned something. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and until next time, thanks for watching. Hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. I'm happy. This thing's ready to go for another long time. Those flames are hot, hot, hot. You can see that burner ring there is just red hot. That's fabulous. Look at that. That is crazy. Look at that flame. Boom. That's just as hot, if not hotter, than your flame at home on your standard stove at home. Excellent. Shut it down. I'll just go right there and wait, and it'll shut down when it's done. Thanks for watching.